Let's check in with The Last of Us Season 2. See how things are going. Oh, it's still getting memed. This one just dropped yesterday. This is one of the better ones that I've seen, taking it to a whole new level. This is not going to stop for this show. They're still out there trying to say that the show is being review bombed, which is not the case. There's a lot of people that are very upset that never played the video games. I've talked to some of them. They never played the game. Some of them had no idea what was coming because they didn't care about video games. Why would they follow what's going on? Every platform has bad reviews. It's not just Rotten Tomatoes. It's not even just Metacritic. It's also IMDb. Sure, I'm sure there's a coordinated effort to bring their reviews down. Paul Tassi, man, you must really love that access. Now, here's the thing. They're talking about doing a season 3, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. They don't have enough episodes left to finish out this season. But what's funny is eventually it's going to switch over to Abby. And Abby is going to be the star of some episodes. And I can't wait for that to happen. But they're going to try to soften the blow by jangling keys because guess what? There was some big hype. Joel has returned as Flashback Joel. That's right. Flashback Joel is here to save the day, to fix those ratings. So this is what they're going to do, and this is what many people speculated, was that Joel was going to come back in flashbacks, and that's exactly what's happening. So they're still going to have him around in flashbacks. Nothing that moves the story forward, though. Got to be kidding me. So this is what they're going to do now, and this is how they're going to try and maybe keep people invested by keeping him around in flashbacks. I'm not so sure that's going to work. You've already 9-ironed him. Everybody already knows he's dead. And at the end of the day, spoiler alert, in case you don't know this, she forgives Abby and doesn't take her out in the end. She does not fulfill her revenge, which I wonder how that's going to go over with people. Now, in the game, she gets away because Ellie doesn't kill her, and then she goes and gets plowed. And that's that's the end of her story. Plowed as in sex. So Flashback Joel is here. Pedro Pascal returns to The Last of Us in the promo for the 6th episode airing this Sunday. This comes after the 2nd episode of Season 2 brutally murders character. This is in line with what series co-creator Craig Mazin told The Post, that even though Joel died and Joel and Ellie spend quite a bit of time together in this season, more than people might think. He's not coming back as a zombie or a ghost. The episode will show flashbacks of his time with Ellie between season 1 and 2. You should have done that for this season, and then did season 3 with the Last of Us Part 2 game, and finish that out in the season. Because this season would have had better reception that way. You got to milk Joel. By the way, I have a comic book out. Doing a comic book. Trying to be my own sponsor here. And the book is done. So when this campaign finishes, we're going to be sending this out to you. Covers start at $17. Not trying to milk you. Want to get this in as many people's hands as possible. So you can jump in at $17. There's more expensive covers. We have a foil cover, and we have 2 other covers, one by Mike S. Miller here, one by Kelsey Shannon. Amazing painted cover. 66 pages. We have a supplemental book for $6 if you want more story. Not trying to break anybody's bank here. And there are bank-breaking options. You get CGC slabs. You can get all the covers. But if you just want to jump in, you can jump in for $17. It's a fun book, action-packed. That was unlike Neil Druckmann, who said when he was making The Last of Us Part 2, we don't use the word fun around here. Well, we did. Me and Dillard, the artist, we use the word fun. We wanted this book to be fun. Unlike The Last of Us, which is not fun. It's a very shitty game and shitty show. Well, not The Last of Us Part 1. That game's actually fantastic. Part 2 is a pile of garbage, though. Much like this show. So that's how they're going to try to maybe save this. And that's their change from the original. So that's going to be the big change. They're going to pepper in as much Joel as possible to try to see if they can keep people happy. But never forget what actually happened to him. They 9-ironed him and caved his head in. And I think just showing him like they're going to do over and over again in flashbacks is just going to piss people off more. Which definitely was the point. But I just think it backfired. So we'll see what happens. I don't think this is going to rebound. And all the outlets are making a big deal about this. TMZ, like every outlet that I checked that cover this story is like, Joel's coming back. He's back. He's back. Probably to try to get people excited for this show again because you crushed everybody's spirits when you 9-ironed him. Anyway, going to the video game side of things, real quick. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, is the next Naughty Dog game after they remastered Last of Us 75,000 times. They're making an original game. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. But the trailer sure as hell set some people off. That was for sure. I think people are just tired of this aesthetic that you're trying to push here, Neil. But they sent the actor through boot camping. They put him through boot camping. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet lead says Naughty Dog head Neil Druckmann has been boot camping her about The Last of Us Part 2 backlash. Is that kind of backlash going to happen in this game? Are you going to kill off the lead character right away? There was backlash to this trailer, mostly because it's like, here we go again. The same old girl bossing bullshit. And like this, like, oh, let's make sure we show her shaving her head and all this stuff. It feels like 2016. It really does. It really, really does. I mean, maybe this game could be awesome. That's how you silence people, is you make an awesome game. And that absolutely could happen. But outside of everyone kind of just making fun of the trailer, there hasn't really been much on this since then. So Neil Druckmann comes off as just such a POS, man, with the way he acts and does shit. So we'll see. I mean, the graphics look great. I think it's an interesting idea what they're doing. Will I care enough to try it? I like this musical sword she has here. That's interesting. Look at the size of Abby's arms in the game. Totally different than the actress that they used right here. Yeah, this is what she should have looked like in the game. That would have killed like half of the bullshit surrounding the game if she had looked like the actress playing her in the show. Like, nobody wanted like roided up Abby. She looks terrible. There's no way you can have arms like that as a woman without the juice. Sorry. And would that even be around then? What is she doing? Making it in the camp bathtub? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell. Check out the comic. The link is in the description. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, 2 American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.